Hello, everyone. Thank you for checking out this episode of Nerd Caliber. I'm here with Princess Nova, and this looks amazing. Would you please reintroduce yourself and what you're cosplaying?
My name is Nova. I usually go by Yo Princess Nova online. I'm cosplaying Nana Shimura from My Hero Academia.
This is incredible. How did you put this together?
So I can't sew, so this was actually my first cosplay ever, so it was interesting getting it together because I just had to kind of like look for pieces online that kind of would fit. So the bodysuit I got from I think like Fashion Nova or something. The belt and the little skirt I had someone make on Etsy. I believe their name was Lella Legacy Crafting. And then the cape, I made myself. I just got some fabric, got the chain and the little fasteners from Joann's and sewed it on the best I could. And it survived a couple of cons.
Oh, wow. So what made you decide to cosplay this character?
So when I first started cosplaying, I wasn't really into anime as much as as much as I am now. But when I first saw her in My Hero Academia, I instantly fell in love with her. I loved her personality. I love that she was a mentor to All Might because I'm a teacher, so I just kind of resonated with that. And I fell in love with her.
Oh, wow. Wow. So is this a very comfortable cosplay?
Yeah, this is definitely my comfort cosplay.
Oh, okay.
I wear her almost every con because it's so comfortable. I just basically wear boots with her and I'm ready to go. I can walk for hours in her. She just makes me feel good. I feel comfortable wearing her.
Oh, okay. What would you say is the most complicated thing about this cosplay?
Getting the little belt made was difficult because I could not find someone to make it for the longest time. And that's been one of the biggest things that makes her costume is the belt, I feel like. So that took a long time to finally find someone that was able to do it because it was 3D printed.
Oh, I see. I see. How much time and if you may share, costs went into this cosplay?
Probably, let me see. I have to like add it up in my head. I think this was about 60 and then the cape was about 20, maybe about $150 with everything included, like the wig and the shoes and everything. About $150. So definitely low budget, but I feel like it works.
Okay, okay. Anything special with the makeup or anything like that?
No, but I will say that I always forget to add her mole, and I always forget to check the small little details that she has. So I remembered to do it today, so I was pretty happy with that.
Okay. So you mentioned that the costume itself that you had to get it from different makers in order to put it together. Sometimes what other cosplayers I've noticed that they've shared with me that they have some issues with trying to modify it so that it fits them properly. Did you have any problems with that?
Yes, I always run into that problem, especially with the suit. I'm pretty tall, but for some reason the suit was really long, so I had to modify that. I have to like hike it up pretty good to make sure that it's fitting right. And this is actually the second suit that I got for it because the first suit was even worse than the one that I'm using right now. So definitely modifying clothes comes with like its ups and downs. Like it's mostly already made, but fitting it to your body can be a challenge, especially if you don't really know how to modify clothes to begin with.
Okay. When you look for a piece of a costume or the costume itself, and you look at different makers out there, is there anything that for you you keep an eye out for? Is there anything that maybe you see that might be you wouldn't get it because it might be a problem with it? Is there anything you could tell other cosplayers when they look for something like that, what to watch out for?
I always make sure that I read every detail about whatever item I'm considering buying for the cosplay, and try to do my research on the different kinds of fabrics. So if I'm ordering, like for example, I knew this was made out of spandex, so I knew it was stretchy, it would be comfortable, but breathable. So I always make sure I just know my fabrics and know what I'm ordering before I order it. And also to have your measurements handy. I feel like a lot of people when they first start out cosplaying, they don't really like consider having their measurements. I know I didn't at least. But it really helps a lot when you're ordering clothes online or even ordering like an already made cosplay online to have your measurements like either in your phone or just handy nearby when you're ordering.
Okay, okay. So for those of you for those cosplayers out there that want to join the My Hero Academia cosplay community, would you say that it's a very welcoming community, a very supportive community?
I feel like it is. I personally have only run into a couple of small issues, but I don't really consider them like major fans or someone that I should really pay attention to when it comes to the cosplaying community for My Hero Academia. Almost everyone I've met, and even some of my best friends now, I've met because I've been cosplaying My Hero Academia characters. So I've had a good time and I've enjoyed myself. There have been, a couple of hiccups, like Funimation shared one of my cosplays, and there was like a whole lot of hate because it was such a big anime source that shared my cosplay. So you're gonna have best of both worlds. There's gonna be people that don't like you or don't like your cosplay for A, B, and C reason, and then there's gonna be people who are welcoming you with open arms.
Anyone that wants to cosplay this character, is there any advice you would give about that before to anyone that's willing to start up this cosplay?
Definitely be comfortable with your smile. I was not comfortable with my smile, and this character is a very smiley character. Every time you see her in the manga or the anime, she's got a huge smile on. And because she's not such a popular character, when people do see you at cons, they're like really excited for you to do the pose or to do the smile. So just be comfortable smiling and be happy for posing to kind of embody her.
Excellent, excellent. Is there anything about the cosplay that I haven't asked that you want to share about it?
Um, Her boots were pretty difficult to find. I have really big feet, so finding boots that kind of fit both my feet and like my calves were difficult. So my recommendation for anyone who does have a shoe problem with that is to check shoes in regular sizes, but don't necessarily be tied to getting the exact boots or having to be canon. Because I was able to find some white combat boots that fit perfectly, and they kind of give her a more like strong but powerful feel, and I actually ended up loving them.
Okay, excellent. Did you have any trouble with the cape itself in adjusting it? Is it hard to work around with that in
Yeah.
cons?
Yeah, so because I kind of like jerry rigged the fasteners on with the chain, the cape tends to slide back a lot, so it'll be like choking me. Or if I go back and see photos, my cape will be sideways. So I suggest if you have the ability to either use magnets or sew them on, because I'm always adjusting the cape or putting it back or forth. And the length too, I actually changed the cape to a shorter cape. I had a long like floor length cape like she has in the anime, but it got so filthy walking around and doing photos with it that I had to opt for a shorter cape.
I read something today about how cosplayers, when they pose for pictures, that some of them try to do different techniques. Like some will practice in front of a mirror before, so that way when a photographer comes up to them, they know what poses to do and stuff like that. I also read that someone they'll watch like an anime over and over again to see what poses or things they do, what the character does, so they could try to practice doing that too. Do you have any special tips about that, about how you prepare for posing when the photographer comes up to you for pictures?
Yes, I usually put my camera on like self-portrait mode, and I try to take pictures of myself posing to kind of see what it will look like. Before a con, I always try and look up poses either on Google or go to like the wiki page for the character and seeing all the different pictures and popular poses that the character does. And it's also a good idea to check the hashtag on like Instagram and see what other cosplayers have done and kind of poses that they did that work for them or work for the character, that you can be like, oh, I want to recreate this, or ask them help. Most cosplayers are really excited to share their tips with other people. So I like to ask other cosplayers too, oh, do you have any ideas for poses, or like what would you do for this character?
Before we end this video, where can people find more of your work online?
Instagram is the best place to find me at Yo Princess Nova, but I'm also on Facebook at Princess Nova Cosplay.
Excellent. Thank you so much. This looks fantastic. And to our viewers out there, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more cosplay content. Have a great day.